All right, number 15 on my list. Kolapore. Oh boy, Kolapore. Second ride on the We Are One. See how it does at Kolapore. So, what can I say about Kolapore? Wear your bug spray. That's one thing. And then be ready for some nice, rocky, rooty, technical. I don't know what's wrong. My right elbow's hurting me. Kolapore trails do run, for the most part, in either direction. I will leave a link below to the Trail Forks map for Kolapore. But these trails are pretty technical. I'll talk about some of the technical later on one of the trails. They're pretty technical. They have some very challenging climbs. A little bit of technical flow. It's not fast flow, like there's no berms at Kolapore. It's more old school jank. But it's still so good. But definitely bring a bug spray. This is definitely the type of place where you could get a flat tire. So bring your tube and stuff. I definitely, with the trails at Kolapore being rideable in both directions, there are certain trails I really like in one direction and certain trails I really like in the other. So it's sometimes hard to get a loop that does everything the good way, unless you're going for Kolapore epic, and that's tough riding. So, in terms of aerobic score, Kolapore's up there. It's got big technical climbs, some that I don't always make. There's one really steep one that I don't always make. you get well rewarded. But man, there's a lot of climbing. And it's hard climbing. My goodness. Climbing doesn't stop. There's one trail at Kolapore that is probably too early in the season to ride because it gets pretty wet in the spring. Probably still not dried out. But it's the Northwest Passage, I think it's called. Anyways, that trail has one of the longest continual descents that's not at a ski club that I've ridden. It's a really long descent, but when you get to the bottom, the climb out is just as big and tough. I'm not doing that trail today. I think it's too early in the season. But with the climbs you get rewarded. You know, this isn't one of the super fun descents, but still, it's all right. There. You get rewarded from all the climbing with downhills like this. Not bad, you know? Technical flow. But because of the lack of berms and stuff, I would say, you know, in terms of the flow score, Kolapore doesn't score that highly, but I mean, there's still fun flow. I said a couple of videos ago that I wasn't in Arkell shape yet. I'm not in Kolapore shape yet either. These trails are so natural and rugged, you know, very little no mountain biking intervention kind of thing, no berms, no man-made features. There are natural features, natural drops from rock ledges or roots, jumps, things like that. But you know, definitely I'll make it to one of the nice drops. It's not a big one, but one of the nice drops in a bit later on. But given the lack of man-made features. There's no log skinnies again, like things like that. Nothing like that here. But sometimes that's okay. Sometimes rugged natural trails have their own beauty to them, and Kolapore certainly has that. But yeah, it doesn't score high on the feature scale. I never remember what the scores are by trail for all these things, so I will definitely add it in. I used to know these downhills really well. I used to ride Kolapore, you know, a few times a year. Last couple of years, it's been once each year. This is one of my favorite little downhill sections in Kolapore. Technical flow. Like I said, I'm not in Kolapore shape. My muscles are killing. Oop. Double strike. Ooh, had to unfortunately grab a handful of brake there. Hey. All right. Oh, beaten up. Holy crap. My thighs, calves, and arms are killing after that. Whew. Oh. So really what had me do the 50 locations back in 2021 was, you know, one of the things I really like about mountain biking is the adventure. Oh, there's the Cubs way. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, the adventure. Getting out in the woods, trying different trails. I love trying new trails. And so in 2021, I said, okay, I'm gonna ride 50 different locations, and a lot of those were first time locations for me. And there are very few mountain bike locations that I would say, you know, I probably will never ride again. I mean, there's definitely some that on that list of 50, I was like, okay, been there, done that. Not sure I would make the trip again, but certainly if I was, you know, in the area for other reasons, I would ride them. You know, Allen Park was a good example of that. But I love the adventure of mountain biking. I love getting out in nature and seeing something like this. Isn't this beautiful? When you go this direction in the Kolapore main loop, do not ride up Red Death. You probably won't make it, for one, because it's a super steep climb, and people coming down it on their bikes probably can't stop because it's steep and loose. So when you come this direction, and this is clockwise from Gray Road 2, I think it is. When you go this direction, you have to go on the most technical trail at Kolapore. Definitely some walking sections coming up. But again, I like the challenge. Look at this. I'll have a seat right here. So yeah, this is definitely one of the most, if not the most, well, there's one other trail here called the Gulch that's really technical as well. But this is one of the top technical trails in Kolapore for sure. But where do I want to go? Okay, that way worked. Nope, not gonna make that. talked about Kolapore having natural features. Here comes one of the natural drops right here. Ooh. Natural drops right here. Yeah, so little natural features like that are throughout Kolapore. That was just a rock. Something flew up and hit me in the chin. All right, that was Kolapore. So again, rugged, natural trails, not a lot of man-made features, like no man-made features really, but natural features. In terms of the kind of fun and experience, like Kolapore is definitely a harder trail system. I like challenges though, so I like it, but it's not easy. The technical combined with the climbing makes it tough. But you know, experience, you're close to Collingwood, there's a lot of microbreweries there. You can always stop and get yourself a beer, get yourself lunch. There's not much immediately around here, so yeah, kind of scores okay on the fun and experience scale. If you want to know how I'm rating these, you have to watch my preview to the top 15 video. That explains my rating system. But anyways, that was Kolapore. Happy pedaling, guys, and I'll see you out there.